What's up, Authentic Collective? So your girl is just coming in here on some random stuff to talk to you really quick. Just connecting and vibing, seeing where everybody's at, because everybody's feeling a bit. Yeah, we all feeling a little something different with everything that's going on with COVID. Some of the cities have opened up, and some people are more paranoid than others. I'm down here in ATL, and so people may not like me. I can get hate, comments, spam, whatever the hell it is, at the bottom. I really don't care. But at the end of the day, since COVID has hit, I've never worn a mask and I have absolutely no intention of wearing a mask. And so that has allowed me to run into some really funny acting people. And so some of you that are here in the group, you heard me talking about this gentleman that I met in the grocery store, actually that I talked to in the grocery store, who was in the meat department and who was looking at me like I was crazy. And he didn't even respond to me when he saw me waiting on to get some salmon for my husband. And he was like, "You're not taking necessary precautions." And, yeah, I'm scared of you and stuff like that. He did still sit there and talk to me, but I'm just to this point where I know a lot of you may be offended by me. Everybody's got a right to believe what it is that they believe, and I'm not trying to impose my beliefs on anybody, but if people like me don't speak up, then what looks like the overwhelming majority of people, then that's what will rule. That's what people will listen to. And I was just sitting there thinking to myself, like, if you really give a damn, then why is the meat department still open? I mean, like, out of all of the things, I mean, like, first of all, if you understand or you know anything from coronavirus, from the things that I've been researching, where does coronavirus naturally live in? Animals. But not only that, but where is some of the worst bacteria found? In meat. A lot of when they did, for those of you that watch the documentaries like Fast Sick and Nearly Dead and all of those other ones, you saw where they would test certain burgers and what would they find? Fecal matter. So one of the nastiest things that you could put in your body, you can still go to the grocery store and you could get that shit. And so it's just little bitty things to me that like really mess my mind up, because y'all, the people that say they scared and they paranoid, I'm just want to know, where are your brain cells at? Not seriously, where are you at? And I mean, not that you can't fear death. If that's where you at, that's fine. My faith is in a different place than yours. But when you allow just your bubble of circumstances to make you this paranoid, and you don't see that you're a victim of propaganda, I'm not gonna lie, it like totally gets on my nerves. I mean, y'all got people that die from cancer, and you don't go snatching pieces of bacon out of people's hand. You know what I'm saying? You ain't out there, lobbying for them to get all of the carcinogens off the shelves. And so, my thing is, because of all of the propaganda behind COVID, everybody's listening. But there's a woman that's coming out, and I want to give big ups to Dotrell. She's in the community. She put the post out, and this woman has a book coming out called The Plague of Corruption. And she worked inside of the government, and she worked with viruses. She has the inside scoop on stuff. And so for those of you that are in the community, you might be like, okay, August, come on, what does this have to do with a black woman and a cop could be deadly? I'm coming there. I'm coming to it, and I'm not going to stay on this soapbox very long. But at the end of the day, this is bullshit. And I don't care whether people see it or not. It is total, utter bullshit. Those of you that are in health and wellness that are not speaking up, I'm not going to lie, I'm kind of looking at you like WTF. You know how bacteria is transmitted. You know how viruses are transmitted. You know what it would really look like for somebody to die. You've heard from doctors say that they are being paid to pad the cases. Physicians have lost their job for blowing the whistle, from going live, from doing videos, from talking about it. Part of how we exist. What do we tell our kids to do? When they say, don't keep that baby sheltered in, get that baby outside, let them get used to some germs and stuff in the air. You can't just if you keep them locked away for too long, what's going to end up happening? They're going to get sick easier. I remember growing up, if we found out a kid had chicken pox, not everybody did this, but come on, where my people at in the black community, how many of you all had parents that was like, you got chicken pox? Oh, well, shit, let such and such go over there and go ahead and get him now so we can get him over with. Because we knew that at the end of the day, when nobody finna die. They were just going to naturally develop their own immunity. So you guys are not engaging in human contact anymore. You're not touching anybody more. You're not breathing any circulated air anymore. Once again, like all of the people that I know, you're not grounding. You're afraid to go outside and put your feet, on the dirt. But many of you say that you are into health and wellness and medicine. And I keep on asking the question because I know that I'm connected to a lot of people that are healers, but I don't see them speaking about the things that are truly going to be beneficial. I've even put in a video in here where I've shown where a medical facility was shut down. The FBI went in there because they were using vitamin C drips to help the people that had COVID. Matter of fact, a Detroit police officer had gotten help for free. And so anytime there's a natural remedy that they can't capitalize on, then bam, what happens? They take it out. They take it away. So me being afraid of COVID, hell to the fuck no. And the numbers, I could care less. And you want to know why? Because doctors have also been on record like, why are they telling me to put down COVID when there's been no test? And even if there was a test, if a person came in and they had whatever type of, some type of heart disease or whatever, and they died. Oh, but they also had corona. They just caught corona, but we're going to put it down that corona is what killed them. See, to me, this is just common sense. It's common sense. And people are not using their brains. You're walking every time something heightens your fear. That's supposed to be your automatic trigger. So anyway, the reason why I called this a black woman and a cop can be deadly is because I went to the beauty supply store. I went to the beauty supply store the other day and I was actually looking to get me some more wraps. And when I got ready to walk up to the door, there was a black woman at the door and she had on all navy blue. I'm not really tripping off of it, but you know how sometimes people get ready. It's a sliding door. It looked like somebody was getting ready. Some other people were in front of me and they kind of stood back and I looked and they didn't move. So I got ready to walk up and she just did like this. And I mean, what's your natural reaction when somebody that you don't know does something like this and points it at your face? That should be a natural reaction for you to be like, whoa, is they finna swing, hit? What are they doing? What they finna try to put on me? And her response with a total niggified tone. Listen to me, because y'all already know I'm raw with how I come out here. With a total niggified tone was, I'm the police and I'm checking for temperature. And if you don't like that, then you can't come in here. And I was sitting there now. I'm going to tell y'all. I tell y'all how I be thinking. I was sitting there thinking to myself, what the fuck is wrong with this black bitch? Like literally, when she did that, I literally did like that. I said, oh, well, fuck it then. And I could see her kind of sort of get a smirk, but I didn't even give her the time of day to even turn around and to even see how it made her feel. Bitch, bye. It's other beauty supply stores. I'll go somewhere else. I buy a wig. I do whatever I want to do. I keep using the wraps that I got. But it's amazing energetically, her tone and her attitude. So her fear, along with her badge, along with her black woman syndrome she got, that's a deadly ass fucking combination. And so if you guys watch the video that Dotrell put in the group with the woman that wrote the book, and they were talking about how now they don't have to police people because we're policing each other. You know, why don't you have on a mask? And the level of anger and stuff that's escalating between people, and people don't want to treat people like people. You're afraid of people. Y'all better realize how you losing humanity. You losing touch with humanity in yourself because you all are beginning. And I'm not saying you in particular. I'm saying whoever's watching this video that's beginning to shrink down into that shit because you're allowing yourself to be afraid of this coronavirus. Be mad at me if you want to. Say it's because of people like her that is spreading. Me, my husband, and my children have been outside almost every single day with no mask, with no symptoms. Don't tell me I'm fucking asymptomatic, because how in the hell long has coronavirus been out and there has been no symptoms whatsoever? I ain't asymptomatic for that long, because even if I was, they say within about 7 days to 2 weeks that the symptoms will begin to show up and that you can't make it. And the honest to goodness truth is that a lot of the people that's in there that can't make it is because they giving them the wrong treatment and putting them on the ventilators. A lot of the people that's actually turning around, they the ones that's lucky that's being denied the ventilators. Eat you some healthy ass food. If it's one thing that's definitely changed about my whole household, is that we've taken healthy eating to a whole nother other level. We've taken drinking, getting your daily doses of water and all that shit to a whole another level. So I'm just going to need you guys, if you are afraid to start thinking about what in the fuck are you afraid of? Where is your faith? Where is your belief? Because you're not supposed to be. It's not normal. And so if the way you're looking at people, I went to the farmers market today in DeKalb County. I'm gonna tell you the scariest thing in the world. The scariest thing in the world was that I had to, if y'all knew how big DeKalb is, it's like going into the big opening of a large ass mall. Do you know it took me going through half of the market to finally see one person that didn't have on a mask? You can only imagine the kind of looks I got. I don't give a fuck because I'm sitting there looking at y'all like y'all crazy. Because see, I'm breathing. We live in a world where we taking in toxins and all kind of shit that they polluting in the air every damn day. Your tap water is filled with nasty ass sewage going through some bullshit ass filters. You around dirt, grime, and all kind of BS every damn day. Now, all of a sudden, because of one disease with padded numbers, with concentrated areas where they are going after people deliberately wanted them to die, you afraid? Nah, sorry, I'm not having it. And so I'm done. That's my rant. But the black woman, the cop, she really did. She pissed me off. And it's just to know that she was perpetuating that anger and that fear. And then the way she was trying to hide her own personal fear was behind that badge. Did you want to show that you got clout? Girl, bye. So I don't know what's going to happen, but when I say it's going to get worse before it's going to get better, it's not even because of the government's, which this is still part of their agenda. It's not even because of the government's agenda. It's because we done lost touch with humanity. Keep on sheltering in your house. Keep on being afraid to say hi to your neighbor. Keep on being afraid to go next to somebody elderly and help them out. Y'all thinking the shit backwards. Oh, I don't want to go around nobody old. I go around them old. I might give them some kind of disease. But shit, when I was coming up, you want to go around somebody old so that you can make sure you can pick up the slack for them, so that you can go to the grocery store for them, so you can run the errands for them, so you can lift the shit up and put it on the cabinet or move the dressers and all of that shit around. You didn't hide away from older, sick people. You made sure that you were clean when you went in, but you went and you took care of them. But don't nobody want to go around nobody. Either you don't want to go because you're scared you're going to catch it, or you don't want to go around nobody because you're scared you're going to give it. So how the fuck do you win from losing? And the biggest thing that we got is ourselves. When all of this stuff broke out with AIDS and other viruses, there were hellified protests. Now, people have been starting to protest now. But if you're scared that you're going to contract something for somebody, then guess what? Protests are not as volatile as they could be. Oh, the government, they some tricky motherfuckers. They really, really are. They know exactly what they're doing. Y'all better put your A game on. You better get your thinking cap on. You got to get your critical thinking skills back and quit learning to redigest and regurgitate fed data from the people that ain't never had your back since in the first place. So I'm done. Rant finished. I love y'all. I was just feeling some kind of way. I'll be back in the group to give the today's challenge. And I'll holler at y'all later. Bye.